The ousted president of Niger almost a year ago, Mohamed Bazoum, now loses his immunity and potentially that paving a way for a threat of prosecution. Hello, I am Mahlet Ayele, your host at Connect Africa, bringing you the latest from the continent. Now, Mohamed Bazoum was ousted by the current government on July 26 last year. Now, since then, he's detained at home with his family, and now Niger's government, in the latest development last night, issued that they have revoked his immunity. Now, this, of course, will lead now, or this ultimately paves the way for potential prosecution, a prosecution that he faces for high treason and compromising the national security, which is very serious. And then this is, of course, for collaborating and calling for collaborating with the foreign powers and really calling the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, President Macron, and calling for their backup to back him up and to set him free and also to throw away the current government. So that is compromising the national security, and of course not talking about all the natural resources that have been kept on being looted by foreign powers. Now that, just to give you a bit of a background about Mohamed Bazoum, now, as I said, he's detained at home with his family, his wife and his son, and he tried, actually, he was detained since July 26 last year. In October, actually, he tried to escape. There are, of course, accomplices for that, which, they have been arrested by the Niger's government. He tried to escape with his family, with his cook, and with his doctor, something. And the plan was actually to fly him by a helicopter to Nigeria, and that was why Nigeria, we have been saying that it was at least an accomplice in terms of trying to undermine the current government. Now, his case will be seen now that he loses immunity. It will be seen. These cases will be seen because it's undermining the national security or compromising the national security. These things will be seen not by normal court, but by a military court. He will be seen. Now, his lawyers have asked repeatedly for the hearing of the court to be postponed, and they said also they cannot meet him. The government has banned that. The only person that sees him and his family is that his doctor visits him twice a week. Now, including the US, many of them have tried, including also trying to escape him, to fly him out of the country. But the US has sent back in immediately, I think, after the revolution happened, Victoria Nuland, who is known, creating a chaos everywhere she go. They sent her. Of course, they couldn't at that time. ECOWAS has sanctioned Niger all way by air, land, and sea. So actually, she was driven from Libya to Niger by car, and she asked to meet, and she was denied. So the only person, actually, the only group or delegation that the Niger government has allowed for Mohamed Bazoum to see is that the ECOWAS mediators, those elders who came, most of them from Nigeria. Actually, they're from Nigeria. It's not even from other countries, so I cannot say from ECOWAS. It is from Nigeria, because the northern part of Nigeria did not want that military intervention to Niger. First, even before talking to Mohamed Bazoum before even going to Niger. They talked to Bola Tinubu and they have warned him, because there are people, it's the same people, the northern part, the tribes that lives in the northern part of Nigeria also lives in Niger. There are literally families, some of them because of these borders, colonial borders in Niger, some of them in Nigeria. So they said, you are basically asking for brothers to fight against each other, so we wouldn't allow you. And that's why Bola Tinubu, despite all the push from the West, and particularly the West led by France, couldn't do it because he was warned by his own people, the very same people that brought him to power. So he couldn't jeopardize that. So those people were able to see Mohamed Bazoum. And there was some funny things that was happened, interesting. After they visited him, they said they were very concerned of his health and that he's not getting electricity. But whereas Nigeria itself has cut power immediately after the coup happened, and 80% of Nigerians were out of power. But for this family who have been living so much in luxury, they were concerned that he was not getting electricity. Maybe the electricity comes and goes, but so they put that as a concern. So that was something that I remember, from that visit. So now he loses his immunity. He will face threat of prosecution by a military court, a prosecution for high treason, a prosecution for compromising the national security of the state and collaborating with foreign powers to undermine the current government. These are the latest developments. And there are other developments that are coming out from Niger. Stay tuned and we will bring it to you. This happened, the next news that we will bring you is it happened last night, where 6 Nigerians were killed, around the Niger Benin pipeline. A lot is happening. The tension is getting high, and this doesn't look so good. So stay tuned, and we will bring you to you that one. Thanks again for tuning in, and please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Give it a like if you like or find it relevant what we bring you here, and share the video with others. If you want to help us further, please go ahead and donate to our PayPal account. You can find it in the description section, also pinned in the comment section. Now, hello, Brother John. Consequences need to be high, and the people should support the decision so the media can make it seem like it's not a democratic. Yeah. I mean, the mainstream media will say whatever it wants anyway, but definitely I'm sure these leaders in the Sahel Alliance, they have the support of the people, if I get you right. Yeah, so we will see on the next one. Ciao, ciao.